the biggest game in Cincinnati for 15 years. Here's prime cut number 2. The Steelers, first things first, they get Ben Roethlisberger back as quarterback. And the only team he loses to are the New England Patriots. Chad Johnson says, bring on the Steelers after an enforced quiet week.
11:25. How could you not be out here preparing to go against a dominant figure as myself?
Well, he tried to be a dominant figure right out of the gates, Tom, as Cincinnati drove the ball right down the field. Carson Palmer. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, what a catch by Chad Johnson. First, he celebrates. They call it a touchdown, but Bill Cowher will challenge the play.
Yeah, and you take a look at the play. Chad gets one foot down, the right foot, and before that left foot can come down, you can see clearly his left hand is out of bounds.
So later in the drive, touchdown negated since he's still in the red zone to Chris Henry. Boink! Out of his hands. And then Shane Graham misses a field goal, and it really took the wind out of the sails. 30-yard field goal, no good. And so no points after all that. Second quarter, it is 3-0 Cincinnati until Roethlisberger to their number 1 draft pick, Heath Miller. He's going to figure more and more in the Steelers' attack. Roethlisberger only throwing 14 times. That was a 21-yard game. Jerome Bettis. And he runs for 10 yards. Then second and goal from the 2. Roethlisberger, play action. Bettis will freeze everybody, and the big tight end that's a perfectly executed play, 7-3 Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you run the ball, you run it down on the goal line, you make the play fake, deliver it.
It's a 7-6 game when Torrey James picks off Roethlisberger. First non-Tommy Maddox turnover for Pittsburgh since the first part of September. Ensuing Bengal drive. Da-da-da-da-da. Here's Carson, but not Ed McMahon. Chris Hope steps in front and picks it off. And the Bengals would hope he would slow down, but he doesn't until he returns it 50 yards, setting up a Jeff Reed field goal, 10-6 Pittsburgh. Same score later, third. Palmer, back to pass. Guy's having a big year. Chemo. He tips the ball, and Aaron Smith makes the pick. So now the Steelers in business, and it's Willie Parker, their number 1 back. Busts it outside, busted it. He's got speed. Whoa! 37 yards. What a run. 17-6, Pittsburgh. Parker on the day with 131. Bill Cowher with the scour. But he would be happy when Roethlisberger hits Hines Ward on the out pattern. He got dinged a couple plays earlier, dropped a touchdown pass, but Hines would not drop this one. 24-6, Pittsburgh at the end of the third quarter, and having some fun. Last year against the Eagles, Ward imitated T.O.
Imitating T.O. He's getting really good at this.
He's Rich Little. He's an impersonator. He's having fun because Hines is all about football. This is no showboat guy. That's for darn sure. And so, Steelers win it 27-13. It was a downright impressive performance by Pittsburgh. They've won 10 straight on the road. They beat the Bengals in a game that the whole city, and there'll be other big games for Cincinnati. Right. But in this one, Pittsburgh looked like the team that had been there before and played like it. Rod?
The Steelers proved they are road warriors as they pounded the Bengals for their 10th consecutive win away from Heinz Field, a team record. The linchpin for that success is team unity.
Coach Cowher gets us ready, and we stay focused on the road. And you know what? We even feed off the energy, the bad vibes the crowd's giving us.
We got 53 warriors that will never quit. Never quit, I don't know why that is, but these guys are the fiercest competitors I've ever played with.
We like coming to a territory where, nobody gives us a chance. Everybody's booing us. I mean, it's kind of like us against the world, and that's the approach that we take on the road. And, we need to carry that over into our home field, too.
For some reason, we know we go out there and play good on the road, but we need to get that same type of play at home. We've been giving up a couple games at home and playing well on the road. We need to flip it around.
After the game, Bill Cowher told me that number 20 and number 24 grew up today, validating the fact that Bryant McFadden and Ike Taylor played very well against the Bengals' explosive offense. In Cincinnati, I'm Ron Jaworski, ESPN.